Dom here from Essential RC, thanks for tuning in. So I've got Darren here from iActive RC, who's the supplier, reseller of all things OMP, right, in the UK?
That's right, yes.
Thanks for coming along. You're going to show us some of the brilliant helicopters that OMP have just bought out recently.
I will do indeed. They've just brought out an upgraded version of their M1 helicopter.
Called the Evo, right?
Called the Evo, and their M2 helicopter, also the M2 Evo.
Right, so in your hands here you've got the original M1
I do.
And the M1 Evo.
Correct.
And you're going to tell us about the differences between the two.
Yes, let's go through that.
Okay,
I'll
hold this one. Do you want to come a little closer?
So if we have a look at the original M1, you'll see that it's got a plastic frame. The boom mount here is also plastic. The tail has also got a plastic tail mount with tail fin. Now what they've done is they've gone and made the frame out of carbon fiber. They've got an aluminum boom mount, which is obviously, as you can see there, part of the engine mount. And again, the tail, they've made that aluminium with carbon fin. A good number of upgrades there to reinforce it, because the older version, they do like to break at the bottom here. It's just part of the way that they designed
at that time. But
they
got customer feedback, and they've seen this happen, and they've improved it for the
next version. Improved it. Yes, they've improved. That's a great improvement, to be honest. So yes, they've also done at the bottom here, if we have a look, they've put little rubber grommets so that the battery mount is much more solid. So when you're feeding your battery, and you can see that's pretty solid. I'm giving it a firm tug there. They've got a new color scheme, as you can see. So this is the orange one that I've got, and you can see the different types of blade configuration there. And that's about it on the upgrades for these OMP M1s.
Right. Okay, so Darren, it's a little windy today.
It is pretty windy.
What's the effect of wind on RC helicopters generally compared to, say, fixed wing airplanes?
So it definitely affects them, definitely. Not too badly, but however, you know, you'll find if you're hovering, you'd need to tilt it marginally into the wind so that it doesn't drift away.
Right, okay, gotcha.
And the same thing if you're flying into the wind and you tilt it up slightly, the wind's going to catch it and throw it straight up into the sky.
Right, okay.
And vice versa, if you tilt it slightly down, it could push it into the ground. So yeah, it's all very manageable, but yeah, you don't want too much wind ideally.
But you're an experienced pilot, so you're going to give us a demo and throw it around a bit, yeah?
I am indeed. Well, I'm going to give you a demo. Experienced pilot? Well, let's see.
Oh, we'll see. All right, so here we go. OMP M1 Evo.
Dom, I'm going to put it into stabilization mode now.
Okay.
So that you can see what that looks like. Right, so now I've got my hands off the sticks. You can see it's just sort of bobbling there.
Yeah.
Right, bringing it back in. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up here, closer, a little bit closer to us. I'm going to show you what happens if you do full forward, right? We'll go full forward, that's it. That's all it'll do.
Right.
So it's not...
It won't roll, it won't pitch forward to inverted, basically.
Correct. Correct. And the same thing, if I go full left, that's full left. And then that is full right.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. Now, put it back into 3D mode. And I'm going to, probably quite hard to see there. I'm going to bring it down to a safe height. I'm going to stick it inverted. Right. Right. See it inverted. And I'm going to put the stabilization mode on again.
Oh, right.
Oop. That was the wrong way around.
Yeah.
So if you were to put it into the ground,
yes,
which is what happened here. I'm just going to take the lid off and show you something that happens quite regularly with these M1s, which is not really a problem, but, well, it is a problem for flight. If you see here, the swash plate stabilizer has popped out of the swash stabilizing, I guess, and what you need to do is just pop that back in to make sure that your swash doesn't spin around, so it's back into its guide.
Okay.
Good.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
It just pops out, basically.
It just pops out. Sometimes
Doesn't
the
break,
guide,
just pops out, yeah.
depending on how badly you put it into the ground, sometimes the guide may break. But they're quite flexible, and they do have that. They do pop out like that. So if you're going to put it into the ground and pick it up again and give it a go, just give it a good looking over, make sure everything is safe, and then off you go. Right. See how the wind pushes it around a bit there, up, down, up, down. That's quite nice. Try that stabilization. There we go, that's the stabilization. So if you get into trouble, you can put it into stabilization and bring it back.
While you're inverted.
Whilst you're inverted, correct. And it will flick itself back into its original orientation, so right up. You just need to manage the cyclic, well, not the cyclic, sorry, the pitch.
Yeah.
Right, put it back into 3D, and yes. Very maneuverable little heli.
Yeah, I'd say.
Loads of fun, under the 250 grams, so that's quite attractive for these.
So CAA registration not needed, strictly speaking?
Yep.
But always advisable to fly at a BMFA club, so you fly with other skilled heli pilots.
Skilled, yes. Be aware, this is not a toy.
No, not
This
a toy.
is very much not a toy. At the rate these blades are spinning, and oh, that wind is bobbing it all over the show, isn't it? You see those trees in the background giving it.
Yeah, but
this
is turning into a bit of a gale, but we're still flying.
Yes, we are.
Inches off the deck.
That was the wind. It just picked it up and threw it across the field.
Wow, it's really gusting.
Right, I'm going to put it down.
Yeah.
Woo! Look at that. Right, coming down. Nice and gently. Put on hold mode. Beautiful.
All right, thanks for the demo, Darren.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
I think you're a brave man flying in this wind.
This wind is mad.
It
does add to the little shake to the hand.
All right, so there we go. That's the OMP M1 Evo, demonstrated by Darren from iActive RC. Look on, what's your website, Darren? Tell us.
The website, iactiverc.com.
Okay, great. Look it up, the OMP M1 Evo. Thanks everyone for watching. See you soon.
Cheers. There we go, that's the stabilization. So if you get into trouble, you can put it into stabilization and bring it back.
While you're inverted.
Whilst you're inverted, correct.